He's a fashion entrepreneur and founder at FAD International Academy.
To bring India to the fore and to bring creative arts education in India.
He is an alumnus of London College of Fashion, University of Arts, London.
Indian talents also get the global exposure here, and that's when it's not just learning within the four walls. Gone are the days where it's all about a piece of paper, the diploma, the degree.
NewsX proudly presents the VaKu Diaspora Dialogue with Shivang Dhruva. Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX VaKu. My name is Megha Sharma. Joining me on the broadcast today is a very special guest, Shivang Dhruva. He's the founder and director for FAD International Academy. And it all started back in 2007, Shivang, if I'm not wrong. It was in Pune that you started off your first institute, the FAD International Academy. And now you're going great guns. You have not just a campus in Pune, in Mumbai, you opened up in Dubai, and the next one is going to be in Egypt and Cairo. Tell us about your success story.
Well, yes, it's been a long journey. I think started from good old days in 2007 back in Pune with a vision to bring India to the fore and to bring creative arts education in India with a different angle, with a different, I would say, DNA. And we started off as a small school in Pune with 16 students. And back then we were a foundation school. And over the years, we have now evolved with 3 campuses across Pune, Mumbai, and Dubai, and the next one coming up in Egypt. And yes, we've grown in numbers, but more importantly for us, what has been important is having taken the Indian institution global, and the first creative Indian institution to have a global campus, and that too in Dubai. We're a Government of Dubai accredited and a Government of Dubai certified school. So that really makes us personally, makes us proud. And we're looking forward to many more, I wouldn't say campuses, but many more such initiatives that we can really push India forward in the creative arts and the fashion sector.
Absolutely. And congratulations to you for going ahead and bringing about such sort of a cultural melange, not just a cultural melange, talk about creativity, and that's what you're pushing for in all these countries. You're in you're in UAE, United Arab Emirates. You're going ahead and opening up another one in Cairo. How challenging does it become, especially keeping in mind that you are dealing with all these cultures, you're dealing with all these governments, you're dealing with people from foreign lands? How are Indians perceived? Since you would know, you've worked on the ground with several of these cultures, several of these people, governments, etc. How has your experience been personally?
Well, I think one, beyond the school, what we've also been doing over the years is we've built a global network across Europe, particularly with England and with Italy, where not only are we celebrating Indian talents to the school, but we're also investing heavily into promoting Indian fashion talents, irrespective of which school they come from, but talents of Indian origin, where we've invested into various initiatives with VaKu talents in Italy. We've been working alongside several fashion councils and institutional bodies, the Dubai Design Fashion Council, the Government of Dubai, and so on. And I think, at the onset, for years, we've been celebrated as the job working capital when it comes to fashion, and Europe looks us as a job working capital or cheap labor. And when the school was established, the idea was to change the DNA of Indian education, to change the way India is perceived, particularly in fashion. So for the first 10 years, our vision was to set the school and, to bring in a different culture, an industry-connected culture, a global context of learning, and a globally driven environment at the school. And beyond that, the idea was to move forward and ink a footprint, both for India, our talents, and the entire ecosystem globally. So as we move into United Arab Emirates, I think UAE, as always, has embraced Indians and India with open arms. It's a wonderful country, celebrating cultures, celebrating creativity, and celebrating entrepreneurship. So they've really given us the platform. They've given us all the possible assistance in bringing the campus over and celebrating India here. At the same time, at Dubai campus, we celebrate students from 40 different countries. So it is a melting pot of culture. Talking about challenges, well, everyone, each one of us, I'm sure, entrepreneurs, as academicians, as visionaries, as students, as talents. We have challenges as we move from the comfort of our culture and the country. But I think we've had a fantastic, I would say, journey. We've had great support from all the people we've been working with around the world. Yes, it is challenging, but I think if you have the vision, if you have the passion, all those challenges don't come to the fore. So for us, it's been great. And I'm sure it is for a lot of other people as well who celebrate a similar sense of passion.
Well, kudos to you for going ahead and picking up this challenging journey and coming, successful in every single aspect of it all. And you mentioned a very important point with regards to, when it comes to creativity and especially the fashion industry. The West looks down upon us in a certain way, keeping in mind, I think the first institute that had been brought about and the alumni of it all that were created, that was NIFT. And it had no reach whatsoever internationally. And coming from there, maybe I think 3 decades ago to now, how the situation pans out, and you giving opportunities, not just to the Indian students, getting a taste of fashion internationally, because you go ahead and align yourself with these creators, these fashionistas, these designers from Europe and United States and whatnot. But you're also bringing about, like you said, a melting pot. You're also bringing about these individuals, these students from all across the world. So that obviously opens up a lot of arenas, opens up a lot of windows and doors for Indians who are going ahead and studying at your institutes. A global village, if you may call it.
Absolutely. I think, Megha, you've nailed it. The thing is, for the longest, you rightly say so, that we as an industry, and I wouldn't say we've been looked down upon, but unfortunately, that's the way we've positioned ourselves, and our craft, our culture, and our creativity has been limited in being positioned or promoted and being celebrated at a design level. And I think a lot of the younger designers now, and even icons such as Sabyasachi, have taken that leap forward and created an impact globally with a lot of other designers, the new age designers. And I think it's time to change that. And I think academia with industry and media, that's so important and integral in relaying the message and communicating it not just to Indians, but even the international community, that we need to have a spot. We need to have our space within the design fraternity, and not just as a creative community, but also in the business of fashion, which is very important. And that's what we've been focusing on. We're attempting to create that space. We're attempting to bring about a change, and a minuscule effort from our end, combined with obviously a lot of other people in the industry. I'm sure over years to come, we will be able to change that, and we will be able to celebrate India as a hub for not just production, but creativity and the business of fashion very, very soon.
Thank you so much, Shivang. And like I said, all the very best. We are gunning for you because you're going ahead and bringing the Indian talent into the global arena. And that's the biggest thing that one could do at this point of time, keeping in mind how the situation has completely changed favorably towards India.
Indeed. Thank you, Megha. And all the best for all the efforts that you're making as well to amplify the efforts of Indians globally.
NewsX ITV network have proudly launched the VaKu Diaspora Broadcasting Network. VaKu DBN will be India's first mainstream platform dedicated to the diaspora community. Help support us, become VaKu patrons at memboro.com/VaKu. You will get the first access to our interviews, make recommendations, merchandise access, ask questions, and get a shout out of thanks on our TV shows. You can also suggest to us who should get the VaKu Golden Chakra Awards, and also tell us who should get into the VaKu Hall of Fame. Limited memberships are available at 100 rupees per month on Memboro VaKu. Sign up now, log on to memboro.com/VaKu.